Hey guys, good morning. It is Wednesday. It is our first short and sweet. So if you're here, give me a wave. We're not going to waste any time. It's a dreary day. We're going to create some sunshine here, okay? For your lower body and knee friendly, okay? So you're going to need a mat. You're also going to need an elevated surface. If we get cut off, because it happened to me once this morning, if we get cut off, you come back to me, okay? I will do my best. It will take me about 2.5 minutes to get back on, so you can either continue or take a rest, okay? This will only be 30 minutes, okay? So if we do cut off, I'm gonna cue you towards the very end for some stretches, okay? So let's just get you warmed up pretty quickly, and then we're gonna get you right into it. So take a deep breath in, and I want you just to do a lateral stretch, side to side. Okay, warming up the obliques. So it's going to be lower body, but we're also going to throw some abs in, giving our legs a chance to rest, okay, while working them. Okay, forward fold all the way down. You can soften up your knees, swing the body side to side, nice and easy, letting your head hang. Good, center up. You can pedal out your knees a little bit. Nice and gentle, and bend those knees and slowly rolling up. Okay, and I want you to draw one knee into your chest, drawing it up, and then switch, and again. Good, 2 more times. Good, and last one. Taking those hands behind your head, like you just do a good morning. So you're gonna reach back with the rear end. I wanna just see who's here. Hi, Marnie. Okay, driving the hips backwards, squeezing the glutes, okay? So like I said, if I lose you guys, if the connection gets lost, then come back, okay? It'll just take me a little bit of time, maybe 2 minutes. Okay, so feel that stretch through the back of the legs and then squeezing your glutes forward. You should start to feel some warmth through the back of the legs. Okay, give me 3 more. And last 2. Good, last one. Good, and I just want you to take those arms out, and all you're gonna do is swing. If you wanna hold on to something, you can. Is just swing the leg across your body. Loosening up the hips. Good, and changing legs. Bringing it across. My balance is off. Maybe yours is better, hopefully. And if it's not, that's okay. Just do your best. Good, and now we're gonna just go front to back with the leg, okay? So give the glute a squeeze on the swing to the back. Make sure that your core is staying engaged and tight at all times. Squeeze your glute. Good, and last one. Good, and change sides. And then we are gonna get you guys right into it. So like I said, you're gonna need an elevated surface, whether that be a chair with a pillow on it or an ottoman. If you have weights, you can use them, keep them close by. If you have a booty band, I will cue you to put that on if you want a more intense workout, but you don't need any equipment other than a mat and an elevated surface, okay? Just give me some hip circles here. Okay, so just the hips, not the whole body. Okay, so pelvic tilt under, and then going the other way. Good, okay, shake it out. Okay, so we're gonna take you to that elevated surface now. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I want you to, I'm just gonna angle a little bit better so that you guys can see my feet. So basically, you wanna have your base of your shoulder blades on the elevated surface. So the base of your shoulder blades are supported. The soles of your feet are going to be pressing together, and your knees are out. So this is called an elevated froggy, okay? The idea is to push your feet together as hard as you can before you start the movement, and then squeeze your hips up and squeeze your glutes as hard as you can, okay? So we're gonna do two things here, supersetting our glutes, okay, and our hamstrings back to back, okay? So you're here. If you have a weight and you want to use it, you can do that. Chin is tucked in forwards. Your bum comes right down to the floor, okay? So you can hold your weights on your hips if you like. Push your feet together as hard as you can. Get those hips up. Keep pushing your feet together the whole time and squeeze your glutes as hard as you can, okay? Ready, and go. So right down, squeeze. Inhale down, exhale up. The idea is to really push those feet together hard, okay? You should feel this all through your glutes, your hamstrings, the very high point of your hamstring, ham glute tie-in, maybe some inner thigh as well. There's no flexion extension at the knee joint, so your knees should be okay. Keep going. Core is tight to protect that back. Keep squeezing those glutes, hips up super, super high. And like I said, if it becomes too much with weights on your hips, you can just set those down. Good, and last one. Good, and stop. Right away, I'm gonna get you to walk your feet out quite far in front of you, okay? Toes are flexed up and knees are pointing towards the sky. Here, we're going to do an elevated extended bridge. So oftentimes our bridges are here, okay, in close. I want you walking out further in front of you so that there's less flexion and extension at the knee. Again, you can hold your weights here and go. Squeeze, same idea, as you are pushing those hips up. Chin is tucked. If it becomes too much on your head, you can put, or on your neck, you can put one hand behind your head. Now, I want you to think about digging your heels down into the floor. So dig down and squeeze your glutes hard, okay? Keep your core tight and braced. Nice and controlled. Squeeze those glutes. You're almost there. Good, last one. Awesome, good. So sitting on your elevated surface, okay, what I'd like you to do, and if it's an ottoman, you can just stay right where you are. If it's a chair, you're going to face sideways on the chair, okay? So that you're kind of, the back of the chair is right here, okay? I want you to tuck your bum under. Make sure that you have a pillow. If it's a hard chair, make sure you have a pillow, okay, so that it doesn't dig into your tailbone. What you're gonna do is lean back, and you can hold onto the chair or the ottoman, okay, and you're gonna tuck in. If that's too easy, you can pike up, okay? If the tucks become too much, then just take a little rest and then continue. We're doing 30 seconds, okay? Making sure that you're tucking your bum under, okay? Belly button to spine, ready, and go. Okay, so you're here. Lean it right back. Suck the belly button in first, and slow and controlled, think ribs to hips. Now, if that bothers your knees to extend the legs, then just keep them at a specific angle that's not bothersome to you the whole time. Keep going, you're almost there. Good, and stop. Okay, take a little rest. We're doing those 3 again, okay, all the way through. Me less talking, okay, more work. So 40, 40, okay, and 30. 40 seconds, and 30 seconds. Okay, ready? So we're gonna start with those froggies. If it wasn't hard enough, figure out a way to make it harder. You can add weights, okay? Sorry, there we go. So you can add weights to your hips. Ready? So create that froggy position. Chin is tucked. Soles of the feet push hard into each other. Okay, and go. Squeeze hard as you can. And if you guys are just starting out, like if this is your first week, just pace yourself, okay? It's all good. Okay, we sometimes throw ourselves into things because we're super excited, and that's awesome. But just see where you're at. So push those feet together. Squeeze those glutes as hard as you can. Go, 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 go. Okay, if you want, you can have one hand behind your head. You're almost there. Good, and stop. Okay, so going into that extended bridge. Okay, I'm gonna just move back a little bit. So walking your feet out, so there's just a slight bend in your knees. Okay, and same idea. Hips up. Okay, core is tight. Okay, weights can be on your hips. For this one, if you even wanted to, you could put a booty band on and just keep those knees pressing out for a little bit more glute activation. Okay, keep going. Keep that core super tight. Make sure those hips are getting all the way up to finish in line with your shoulders and knees. Dig your heels down. Keep going. Almost there. Good, and stop. All right, guys, into those in and outs. Okay? Tuck your bum under. 30 seconds, and go. Okay, so like I said, you can fully extend out and tuck all the way in. Okay? You can hike up to make it a little bit less, or more challenging, sorry. Okay, or you can just keep those knees at a certain angle. If you find bending and extending your legs is bothersome to your knees, then you can just keep them at a certain angle the whole time. Last two, and last one. Good job. Grab water whenever you need it. We're gonna do that one more round, okay? And then we're gonna move on to your next series, okay? So, when you're ready, you can grab those weights, soles of the feet together, base of the shoulder blade is supported. You might wanna play around with your foot placement as to how you feel it more so. So if your feet are a little bit further away from you, you might feel it more. If they're tucked in a little bit closer, you might feel it more. It depends on you. Okay, so play around with it a little bit until you find that sweet spot that works for you. Keep going, push those feet together as hard as you can. Make sure each repetition is a hard, tough contraction. Okay, push the feet together hard. Squeeze the core, squeeze the glutes. If your neck gets tired, you can put one hand behind, keep going. Squeeze hard as you can. 2 more. Last one. Good, walk those feet out in front of you. Okay, quite a long distance. And begin. Again, if you want, you can put your booty band on. You can hold weights on your hips if you like to make it more challenging. Core is tight. Squeeze your glutes. Dig down with your heels as hard as you can. Keep going, guys. You're doing great. Hang in there. Squeeze. Give me 2 more. Last one. Good job. Okay, and sitting on your chair or your elevated surface, tuck your bum under. You guys know the drill. In and out. Okay, and begin. Good control. Never fly through with momentum. Okay, keep the motion controlled. And stop. All right, if you want to grab a sip, do it now. We're going to take you down to the floor in a seated position. Okay, so we're going to do some stuff there. I'm trying to think if you don't need your elevated surface anymore, so you can just push that off to the side. Keep your weights and your booty band close by. If you'd like to use them, you can do that, okay? So what I'd like you to do now is you're gonna hug one knee into your chest. If that bothers your knee at all, you're just gonna leave it out straight, okay? I want you sitting up tall. Be very careful that you're not doing this. And if that happens, what you can do is put your back against a wall, okay? So it's a very small range of motion. This is for your quad. It's great for strengthening the muscles around the knee, okay? So you're gonna sit up nice and tall. We're gonna do 30 seconds of little tiny leg lift, okay? And go. So here, core is tight. So you might think, oh, this is nothing. Oh, you just wait. Okay, I can already feel this. Make sure the toe is pointing straight up to the sky. Keep your core tight and keep your back straight, okay? Watch you don't swing your body back. If you can get your legs super high, you're probably not sitting upright, okay? Keep going. Big squeeze with that quad. Good, last one. Good, and stop, change sides. Sit up nice and tall and begin. And you might find that one leg, you have a better range of motion, okay, and that you're stronger. It's very common that that's the case. Okay, so just important to work out those imbalances. Okay, sitting up nice and tall, shoulders are down, core is tight, really focus on the quad. When you focus on the muscle group you're working, you're bringing in more muscle fibers, makes it far more effective. Good, keep going. Good, and last one. Awesome work, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna get you to come up onto all fours. If kneeling on your knees is an issue, I want you to double up your mat, okay? So you can come, or even triple it up, okay, like so, okay? So you're gonna be in all fours. What I want you to do is extend your leg out from your hip, like so. So it's coming directly out, okay? If that's too much for you, what I want you to do is bend your knee like a fire hydrant, okay? But if you can, what I want you to do is a straight leg, okay? Ready, and begin. So core is tight. You might find that your range of motion is not very big, and that's okay. Keep your core engaged, keep your weight centered. You should really feel this all through the outer thigh and the glute on your working side. Nice big squeeze, bear down on the core first before you lift. Almost there. Good, and stop. Shake it out a little bit. Now this side is going to be harder. Okay, directly out from your hip and begin. Like I said, if you need to, you can bend the knee and come straight out. That can be super effective as well. Or the leg is straight out from the hip with the toe pointing down towards the floor. Keep going. I'm all pretzeled here. Good, and last one. Awesome, guys. Okay, so what I'm gonna get you to do now is an isometric plank. Okay, we're gonna go 30 seconds. If you do this right, it's challenging, okay? So I want you to come down onto your forearms on your mat, like so. I'm gonna go this way. Shoulders are stacked above your elbows. I want you to walk your elbows about an inch in front of your shoulders. Your bum is tucked and your hips are up slightly, okay? So you're not completely flat. What I want you to do now is press your forearms down into the floor and pull yourself into position. You're gonna continuously push down with your forearms, and now I want you to push down with your knees. So you're trying, I want you guys holding it, okay? I want you to try and do this with your elbows and your knees, and you should feel a wicked deep contraction in your core. Things should be shaking, shoulders down away from your ears. Drive those knees towards your elbows. Drive your elbows towards your knees. So you're trying to do this action, okay? Nothing should move. It's an isometric hold, okay? Continue to breathe. Hold, hold, hold. Tucking the bum under a little bit, keeping your back nice and flat, and stop. Good work, guys. Okay, so back here again. Okay, sitting up nice and tall, lifting the leg. And like I said, you can put your back against the wall. If you don't find this hard enough, push down on your thigh with your opposite hand and go. Okay, so sitting up tall, shoulders are down and back, nice and controlled. Don't force through and bounce that leg off the floor. Nice and controlled movement, okay? No momentum here. Lift and squeeze. Focus on your quad. Okay, you can push down on the thigh, which makes a huge difference, okay? Keep going. Good, and stop. Change legs and begin. Lift and lower. Up nice and tall, shoulders are down and back. Focus on your quad. Lift and lower. I've got a puppy staring at me. Hi. No, I should have done that. Okay, keep going. Keep going. Core tight, don't lean back. You're going to want to as this gets more challenging. Good, and stop. Okay, onto all fours. I want you to do the leg that you did second. We're gonna do it first, okay? So on all fours, leg is coming straight out from your hip. Double or triple up your mat if it gives your knees any grief, okay? Extending the leg out from the hip, okay? Core is tight, shoulders are down and back. Okay, lifting, leading with the heel of the foot, the toe points down. Okay, like I said, if that's too much, you can move to a bent leg. It's still super effective. Just watch that you're not leaning away from the leg that's working, okay? You're gonna want to, but squeeze your core so that doesn't happen. Okay, keep going. Good, and stop. Just shake it out a little bit and changing legs. Core is tight and begin. So leg can go straight out from your hip. Try to get that full range. Core is tight. Don't lean away from the working leg. Keep going, you're almost there. You should be feeling this big burn. Good, and stop. Okay, lowering onto those forearms. So when I said your back is slightly, your hips are slightly elevated, okay? So walk those elbows slightly in front of your shoulders, okay? Then press down and it'll pull you into position. Press your shoulder blades down and back. And now push down with your knees and push down with your forearms as hard as you can, okay? Keep going. I feel like I have to move you guys down a little bit. Keep going. Don't stop. This is too close. There, that might be better. I think it will. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, hold that plank. Push, 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 push with those forearms. Good, and stop. All right, guys. Sitting up, single leg, sit up tall. Here we go. And begin. Lift and lower. Nice and controlled. You can put your back against the wall if you find that you're starting to slouch. Okay. Lift and squeeze. Good, you're almost there. Keep going. Control. Good, and stop. Change legs. And go. Sit up tall. Core is tight. Control the lift. Up and down. Good, almost there. Give me two more. And last one. Good job. Okay, onto all fours again. Double or triple up that mat. Back to the original leg working. Okay, straight out from your hips or bent and begin. Okay, so you're here. Core is tight. Try not to lean away from the leg. Two more. Good, and stop. Okay, other side. Shake it out a little bit and go. Okay, leg can be straight or bent. Obviously straighter, it's a longer lever, it's gonna be more challenging. Almost there. Give me one more. Good, and stop. Nice work, guys. Okay, so back into your plank position. Okay, isometric. Walk your elbows out in front of you slightly. Okay, in front of those shoulders. Knees are slightly apart. Back is flat from shoulders to hips, and go. Press down so that the elbows pull into position so that they're underneath your shoulders. Once you have that, then drive down with your knees. Okay, belly button is tucked, bum is tucked. Okay, so that you're not letting your back sway like so. Tuck that bum under. Press those forearms down. Push down with your knees. Keep going. Good, and stop. Good work, guys. Okay, so we're gonna do one little finisher, okay, and it's gonna be 1 full minute of 60 seconds of 60 seconds of pulses in a bridge position, okay? Then we're gonna stretch you out, okay? That's it. All right, so here we go. So feet are on the floor, you can lay on your backs, okay? If you wanna have a booty band on here, if you wanna have weight on your hip here, that's okay too. 1 full minute, your hips are all the way up. You're driving into the heels of your feet, and you are going to do little pulses for a full minute. If at any time you have to take a rest, go ahead and do that, then get right back into it, okay? Ready, and go. Okay, so drive into your heels. If you're feeling this more in your quads, walk your feet away from you, okay? But I really want you to think about pushing your heels into the floor as hard as you can, okay? Keep squeezing, get those hips up nice and high, okay? Tight, tight, tight. And I want you to focus on each contraction, okay? Push down with the heels. Okay, guys, so that is 30 seconds. Keep pushing, squeeze hard, core is tight. Like I said, if you need to take a little rest, you can do that. And then get right back into it again. Keep going, you're doing great. Push and squeeze, core is tight, brace it. Okay, 10 seconds, push through it if you can. Good, and down. Oi, good job. Okay, draw those knees into your chest. I want you to rock and roll up to a seated position. I want you to take 1 foot behind your back. We're gonna just do a few quick stretches here, and then you're done, okay? Good work. I'd love to hear how you like the class, so you can send me a message. Okay, change legs. Good, and planting those feet on the floor, I'd like you to cross 1 foot above your opposite knee. Press the knee out to the side so you feel a nice stretch through your glutes, okay, and your outer thigh, outer hip. If you want to create a little bit of movement here, you can. Good, change legs. Good, and you can put the soles of your feet together. Give yourself a big hug. Think about 3 things that you're grateful for. Take a deep breath in. Exhale down. And I want you to extend those legs out. And as I leave you, I'm going to give you a high five. Okay, hold this stretch for about 30 seconds. Have a fabulous day. Hang in there. You got this, okay? Take care. We'll see you soon.